Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another SIBLING video with me on a beautiful Thursday, guys. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. Thank you for joining me. It's a day in August that you're not going to want to miss, and a day you're not going to forget, that's for sure. Today, guys, I was challenged to take on an Unobtainium shave, guys. That was for Facebook. Facebook came to us, Christopher Williams came to us and said, do a shave, okay, that is Unobtainium. We're going to be talking about what Unobtainium means to me. But even more than that, I was challenged on a side challenge. Like, you know how you have the main quest and you got the side quests? Today's side quest, guys, I was challenged to do a battle. A battle that I haven't ever seen done. And the battle will be the twig or leaf thorn, guys. Some of you may know this is the twig. You may have the less aggressive version. This right here is the thorn in copper. And it's going to be battling, guys, the copper leaf. Look at how beautiful these are. Those companion products are just absolutely stunning. And you may be saying to yourself, well, wait a second. When did they get a copper leaf? And how do I get one? Unobtainium, guys. Unobtainium. I'm doing some beta testing for leaf on this finish to see how it holds up. And because of that, it really is truly a one-of-one piece of Unobtainium. It is beautiful. It is stunning. And in my opinion, it's going to be real hard for you guys to get your hands on. They do 5 or 6 other finishes. Absolutely beautiful finishes by Leaf. Everything they do has been top notch, including this guy. I'm just telling you guys, isn't that just stunning? We're going to be doing a battle, guys. Battle. We're challenging these two together. And we're going to be doing this as per a request again on Facebook. But that's kind of the side quest, right? This is going to be a fun topic to kind of get through. But really, guys, what we were challenged to do is an Unobtainium shave. Shaveless stuff other people can't get their hands on. And in my opinion, guys, my opinion, all right, please don't flame me. I'm not writing the dictionary for wet shaving. I am not scribing for everybody out there. This is the SIBLING's definition on Unobtainium. First and foremost, it has to be able to command a price point that's more than it sold for originally because it's Unobtainium, right? It's unobtainable. People are willing to pay more money than it was actually worth because it's Unobtainium or unobtainable, right? So think about that for a second. You may have thought like, well, this razor is no longer produced anymore. It's Unobtainium. True. By some definitions, that's true. In my opinion, a thing like a tech, right? Because they're no longer made anymore, could be considered by some people's definitions unobtainable. But it's not, right? You can buy techs all day long, $3, $4, $5. Tech, even though it's no longer made, may not be considered as unobtainable or Unobtainium. And I hate that term because it becomes kind of a cringe term, right? In the wet shaving world, the term unobtainable or Unobtainium, sorry. Unobtainium. It's a cringe term. It just is, it's a way to flex. It's a way to get on and be like, yo, check out what I got you can't have. So for me, it's a term I don't like to use it very much, especially where it kind of benefits scalpers, people that are buying things for lower than, you know, scalping them for higher. I don't like that. I don't like that process. I don't like the idea that you're paying more money than somebody else paid just because it's no longer available. Okay, I don't like that. That being said, if we're really going to talk about it and we're really going to do it and we're going to talk about what Unobtainium is to me, it's worth more money than it was originally because it's no longer produced. Okay, that to me is what, and here's the other thing, and it's kind of a small side note, right? Less numbers for me means it's going to be even more Unobtainium, right? One of one, right? Things like that. Small batch items that there's not a lot of, that are no longer made, that command a high price, that's even more than they were originally. You with me? Let's talk about what Unobtainium is to me. Today, guys, we're going to be rocking Passiflora. Look at the shine to this label, guys. This is a B&M soap and base done by Will over at Barrister Men. And the logoing and design was done by Peter of A&E. This was a collab soap where Peter did the art and all the rest was done by Will. Absolutely beautiful, right? And this ended up with a little bit of drama. It's just a little bit. So they didn't continue producing it. And I'm telling you, it's beautiful scent by Will. Absolutely stunning. For me, it is very green. It's a passion. It's that passion fruit smell, but not the passion fruit you would expect coming out of like a canned reserve, right? It doesn't smell like overly sweet. It's very tart. It has that green olibalum smell to it. It's effervescent. It's nice. I don't talk about scents very often, guys. I really try not to, because if you smelled this, I promise you're going to smell something way different than me. But there's not very many of them to go around, and I'm not giving mine up. So I feel like this is an opportunity kind of like for me to explain like what I'm smelling, and what I get is just a very fresh, fragrant. It reminds me of going to Hawaii and buying in the farmer's market fresh passion fruit. Or like I don't know, it's the beautiful, yeah, it's like this passion fruit. And passion fruit's a really awesome fruit. I love passion fruit. And so this, smelling like it, phenomenal. And Will nailed it. And I don't feel like the scent strength is a 12, right? It's nice, guys. It has that nice scent strength that stays on you during the day, but you don't smell like it tomorrow, right? It's got a really good scent. And I'm gonna be combining that and pairing it with Passiflora. This is by A&E The Club. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is the only other passion fruit scent that I own. I know AP Reserves does one, or did one. There's some other companies that have done passion fruit. I just don't own one. And I actually don't own any true Unobtainium splashes, guys. Mickey Lee splashes, things like that. I don't own any. So for me, this is as Unobtainium as it comes. I just don't have a lot of splashes that fit that bill, because they're splashes. I don't pay a lot more money for the splashes, and you don't see them come up very often. My brush today, guys, and you notice I'm hitting all my marks, because yesterday I was an idiot. Yesterday it's that stupid razor. It's jinxed. Guys, take a look at this. I have whipped up the lather from the B&M, and that base it's so killer for me. It just, look at how pretty, and the shine on that, right? The shine is just out of this world. Good smell. And guys, this is my MOJO brush. It is 5 of 12. It's a KITUWAH brush. There's only 12 of these in the world, and every single one of them was different. And I believe, personally, in my heart of hearts, right, MOJO commands more money, and there will be eventually somebody searching for the collection. Somebody will want to collect all 12 brushes. I believe it was 13 KITUWAH brushes. I could see somebody collecting them. So my opinion, again, because I'm not willing to part with mine, going to be Unobtainium. And oh, good stuff. Good stuff, man. So that's the SIBLING's opinion on Unobtainium. More money than it's worth, more money than it was originally. You can't get your hands on it. Small batch numbers definitely improve the amount of Unobtainium level that it is at. All right, that's it. We're gonna be doing like I said, the head shave today, guys, and I'm just so excited. We're doing the head shave because the Leaf really was my head shave tool, guys. It still is one of my favorite head shave tools in existence. I absolutely think Leaf nailed it. And some of you guys are kind of maybe curious, like, well, why do you have the copper one? Well, I've been a tester for Leaf long before I was ever doing the channel, long before I was doing anything else. I actually was one of the original testers for the sleeve, if you can believe that. If you guys remember, I was one of the original testers for the silicone sleeve. Some of you may know that. I love the product. I think that this was revolutionary. It modernized wet shaving. It took the cart of today and changed it and made it sustainable. And I think that is fantastic. I think it's a really incredible product that offers 3 levels of aggressiveness, depending on what your skin needs. Right, the way Leaf works is you can stack different blade combinations in. The lower the blade sits, the more aggressive it is. So if you're on the bottom slot, it gets pretty aggressive. It's the most aggressive possible. Middle slot is kind of a medium, like a 4 or 5, and then you got the 3 and 2, just putting the blade on top. You put all 3 blades in there, and you have what Leaf considers to be the most aggressive setup. Like it's like the 9, right? It's cranking your fat boy all the way up. And for me, guys, I don't shave with it like that because I feel like while I'm shaving, I don't want to be shaving up here while I'm trying to shave down here, if that makes sense. So I just put 1 blade in the bottom, and that allows me to have a precision tool that goes only shaving in 1 spot. And I like to do it in the lowest spot possible, so I'm getting the most efficiency. Okay, that is how I use my Leaf. That's how I've used my Leaf now for about a year, and I really enjoy using it in that manner. Right? I've explored and kind of tried a lot of different little things, and for me, bottom slot, 2 blades in it every single day, the best way to go for me. And I was happy to talk about Leaf. I was happy to stand up for Leaf against people that have been wet shaving for 35 years, and they're like, Leaf is not gonna make it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna make it because it's an awesome product developed by a company that cares about its consumer base. What do a lot of these companies forget? The consumer, guys, you guys. That's who they forget about, right? You buy the product and like, well, your 2-day warranty's up, good luck. Oh, what, you dropped it? Oh, sorry. And I've heard people dropping Leafs and having them replaced by Leaf. That blows my mind. They go out of their way to make sure that you're happy with the product. Some people's finish peeled, right? You know what they did? They replaced every single finish that they thought could or was slightly peeling. Functionally perfectly fine, but they still replaced it. And I just stand by Leaf because of that reason. They really do stand by their customers. They produced a beautiful product. And I will say this, it was the first product I ever used coming from a cart world on my head that gave me a bloodless, perfect shave, okay? Love this razor. But if we're battling, right, you have to understand this razor has its flaws and it has some things that make it difficult to use. The first thing, again, is being able to precisely cut at certain spots on the head. And when Leaf originally designed their product, guys, it was a two-part product. This is an original from the early days of Leaf shaves, okay? This is their resin twig, guys. This came with some of the early innovator purchasers, some of those early adopters of the product. They got this product to try. And all Leaf asked was for them to give their opinion. And what this was it was a precision tool to match your Leaf shave tool. How cool was this? Yes, Unobtainium. Leaf Unobtainium for days. We're not going to be using this, but I just wanted to showcase that these products were designed to be complementary. They are not competitive products, right? That being said, some people have asked, like John, like I've been asked probably 5 or 6 times now, can one replace the other? The question is, can the Thorn, now with the more efficiency, replace the efficiency of the bottom slot? And I've told some people this, I believe the twig is more of the middle slot range on the Leaf. I believe the twig feels like the middle, whereas the Thorn feels like the bottom. Some of you don't like the bottom slot on the Leaf. I feel like the efficiency matches on the bottom for the Thorn, in my opinion. So, can this do the heavy lifting of this? I want to first mention these products are overly engineered, guys. I mentioned the katana and the hardness it is to load. Neither of these products are difficult to load. One thing you may notice is the length of this razor is over 4 inches, guys, for the Leaf. Whereas my twig just went flying across the room. Like I said, don't drop yours. The twig, guys, is 4 inches total, and your pinky, right? It's not 4 inches of usable space. Your pinky doesn't quite fit there, but it does feel comfortable in the hand. This is what you get, right? This is what you guys get. I'm chucking them already. It's going to be a day. It's going to be a day. I did my arms yesterday, so my hands are a little bit shaky today. Just a little shaky. That's another reason why I love the Leaf, is because if your hands are shaky, or if you work with your hands every day and you have tired hands, grabbing your DE that's really heavy may not be a very comfortable ergonomic experience. Whereas grabbing this is very easy. It fits the hand and you can get your whole chunky hand on there and it feels really good. My wife likes it because it has the longer handle for shaving things like legs, arms, bodies. It definitely has that longer fill to it. Whereas this, it's really meant to be more in that tight space, okay? It was designed to be shaving in a tight space. That's really why it was designed. Whereas this is designed to be more of a large space kind of situation. Loading these both, there's no comparison. They are easy to load. They have the magnets. The magnets hold the blade in place and you don't fiddle with anything. Let's do the load. Today we're going to be using Permasharps, guys. I like Permasharps in these razors. They do ship with their own razors that Leaf produces themselves. I just don't love those blades as much, okay? I find that Permasharps benefit my skin a little bit better. Some people, like my wife, swear by the Leaf blades. They love them. Some people love those Leaf blades. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to unscrew my back knob and I'm going to open up my Leaf. And I'm going to take a single blade that I just snapped in half and I'm going to load it in the bottom slot. And the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is it allows me to make sure that it sits right up against those little bars. And I love that this is adjustable. Like if you have really sensitive skin and you don't want to be on that bottom slot, you still have another option. That's one advantage of this razor that the Thorn doesn't have. You have one set aggressiveness with the Thorn. Whereas this, you have 3. And I'm taking a second blade, guys, and I'm loading it right in there. How cool is this? I just think that that product was absolutely revolutionary. And it really does take a very common handle right? The cartridge handle, and reinvents it, and it makes it approachable. It makes wet shaving approachable to people like me that had been cartridge shavers their whole lives. It also makes it approachable to younger people, because if you think about it, younger people for the most part are using cartridges. So I think that this really does show that sustainable shaving can be approachable and applicable and enjoyable by younger people. And I think it does really bring a lot of other faces into the community, and I think it's a really good thing. Awesome product, awesome product. But for the person that wants to learn, you know, what traditional wet shaving is all about, I feel like the Thorn really fits those standards, right? So it's a tank, it's well built. You saw me hucking mine, and it's fine. And we're gonna be snapping those blades. I don't recommend doing that, but I mean, it's just a really well designed, well built tank of a product, and I really like it. Mine also is a 1 of 1. It has a different base plate color because it was one of the ones that they were testing with. So again, it has a different color base plate here than other copper ones do. Kind of interesting, kind of cool, and again, 1 of 1. And solely because it's a testing unit. It was a testing unit before the Thorn was fully baked. Love this product. Absolutely cannot speak high enough about how good the Leaf Thorn really is and the efficiency it is. So I did the same thing. I loaded one blade and then loaded a second blade right in. I'm going to show you guys. And I just did this on one video, but I'm going to show you guys again. The blade's in there. This is unlocked. Blade did not move. And for me, that's a huge win. Again, you saw how clumsy I am, and I'm animated, and I'm moving around, and I've got my own little things going on. Being able to slam 2 blades in there, for me, guys, loading these blades, loading the razors are easy. It's something you can do in the shower, right? And you're not going to get cut. And I love that. I don't have to trim the side wings off of the blade. It's so well designed. And both of them are that way. You don't have to, trim the wings off. This is what it looks like from when both are loaded. So for me, it sixes on the loading aspect of them. Grab some alum. My hands are a little bit slippery from the soap. And I'm going to be pre-shaving with this is the Ice Cube, guys, by PAA. And the reason I'm using a little bit pre-shave today on my head is because I just want a little bit of getting some of that menthol in my lungs. I feel like I've been stuffed up with my allergies, guys. This time of year, towards the fall period, right? I don't know why, about August, I start getting really like allergy city. So a little bit of menthol in the air is nice. And I really like the Ice Cube, and I'm trying to use it more often, guys. Honestly, I'm trying to use it more often. You can see I have a lot of this block. Look at how big this thing is. And I've been using it since November of last year. We're going on a year here, and I think I'm gonna get another 2 more years on it. It's crazy kind of product. And it lasts, I mean, long time, and it's like 10 bucks. And this, again, is the MOJO, guys. This is the KITUWAH brush, and it is a Badger. And mine is the SHD bulb. This is not a fan. They did make a couple in fan that I saw for sale. Oh, and this is also Unobtainium for me, because I don't think my wife will ever let me buy another brush this expensive. So this may be an Unobtainium for me. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to do half with half and half with the other half. Did I say that right? Half and half and half and half. We're going to split this down the middle as we do, and we're going to see how it feels. I'll let you guys be the judges, all right? I love both products. It's hard for me to judge products that are really not designed to be competitive. They're meant to be cooperative. And on top of that, guys, I feel like they both serve a good purpose. They both have their own tool, their own task, right? Leaf is unique in that they offer a tool that is specific to a certain task. And I love that. It makes each tool very, it's like buying a bread maker, all right? You may not want to have a tool that just makes bread, but when you own that bread maker, you know it makes the best bread you've ever had, and it's easy. It's kind of like the bread maker of head shaves, right? It's designed, body shaving, it's designed to cover a lot of space really fast, without a lot of effort. The skill in this, guys, is just going with light pressure. You notice how my head didn't even flex. Watch again. Very light pressure, guys. This, for me, taught me the craft of wet shaving, because it really benefits your form. Some people say, oh, you don't need form with the leaf. You need form with the leaf, guys. You absolutely do. But it's got so much less of a learning curve. The curve to the handle is so nice. I forget about how nice this is. And there's a reason why, like Christopher or IMCDB only uses leaf on his head shaves. I guess he used the Henson recently. But there's a reason why, guys. It just takes it down so easy. There's no pressure. I am not having to flinch or like get into set and make sure I'm into set. You know what I mean? It's so easy. I can talk with you guys while I'm doing it. And it's fast. And for some of you that know, I am going to be racing Adam on a head shave to see who can get BBS faster, the Thorn or the leaf in his hands. And I told him he could have the leaf in his hands. All right? No problems. Because I don't think he can outrun me with my Thorn now. But that's mainly because I use the Thorn pretty often. Again, do not you put down a lot of pressure. I have actually seen people that have been doing this kind of handled. Instead of holding it like this, guys, with your thumb, that hold it like this. Just kind of 2-finger. And that helps prevent me from using too much pressure. You guys saw that? That was the SIBLING finger hack right there. If I start putting my ring finger into that equation, if I start doing this, I notice that I start applying too much pressure. That's basically it, guys. Basically, I'm gonna do a pass against the grain now. Just move over some of that lather. We'll re-lather up. Oh, that's a good shave. And like I said, this was my go-to razor for like a year. Honestly, that's all I ever used. And I know some of you guys, you know, that kind of waffle in between 5 or 6 or even 10, 20 razors. I went and just used just one. I just used the leaf. And I had people ask me, like, why do you just use the leaf? And I'm like, because it's so easy. You know, I had wet shavers get mad at me and say, you need to do other things. And I'm like, why? If it works so good for the head shave, why do I need to do other things? And I eventually branched out. And I like and I enjoy using other products. But at the same time, if I just want the perfect shave where I'm not going to have, you know, bleeding or problems, and I just want my skin to feel nice and smooth, guys, the leaf with 2 blades in the bottom, it's really hard to beat. It's super hard to beat. And again, I'm going to do my best here to get this in set on how I do my around my ears. There you guys go. That's how I do it. But it requires I pull down my ears really far, a lot farther than I like. And I mentioned this on the last time I used the leaf, guys. For me, in order to have a perfectly BBS surface with the leaf, and just the way my head has hair growing, I really have to do an across the grain pass like this. Yeah, across the grain. And you guys will see, check this out. My hand just shaking, man. You see my hand just like shaking. Yeah, my arms are tired from yesterday. Yeah. And that's, again, one of the reasons I just love this product is because even with my hands sitting there shaking, I have no problem getting a perfect BBS shave. And I had some problems with some of the other DEs I owned that were really heavy, giving me bad shaves after I've had a hard workout at the gym, guys. Oh, I just love that tool. Guys, I'm not lying here. I love that tool. It's so good. I swear to you guys, there's a reason why you see all these people using them for head shaves. They really do work amazing. Oh, okay. I don't know how long that was, but it was a great shave. Let's switch it up now. Let's go to the Thorn. And again, I love the Thorn. I love the way the Thorn feels in my hand. The Thorn, oh, the first thing I noticed, guys, is with the leaf, you have a spring, right? And that spring, it kind of sets the angle and does some of that work for you. And with this, it doesn't. There's no spring. Your wrist is the spring. And this just feels in my hand at this point so natural and so easy. I love the efficiency of this razor. Did I mention I am an absolute lover of the Thorn, guys? Again, this is a no pressure situation. And I feel like a lot of people that have come in and said, you know, I don't like the Thorn, it's too much to do, are people that are really comfortable with doing the leaf with its spring. I feel like really geared to two different markets. But that doesn't mean that they're not both really, really good products. And products that were really designed in the beginning to be partner products, right? And I believe you do get some cannibalization, is what we call it in business, right? Some product cannibalization. I missed the very middle of my head. Some product cannibalization because people want to know, okay, well, if I only buy one, can I get away with just one? And that's always going to happen when you have many, many products, right? There's always a little bit of product cannibalization among your product lines. That's it. Go against the grain really quick on the back of my head. I love how easy and fast this razor is. I've tried saying it like 10 different ways. You have to look at the Subi costs, right? The 3 C's, the comfort, closeness, and cost. The Twig, guys, about 60 bucks. And the Leaf, I think, runs at 85. If you do their joint package, guys, check this out. Look how gross that is. I know, nasty. If you guys do the joint package, you get like their, just gonna go over this space right here. See if I got anything off. I don't know. It feel pretty darn even. If you look at the joint packages, one's like I think 100 and one's like 90. If you want like the base and the tin that goes with it and all the stuff. Again, Leaf is one of my affiliates, guys. So if you go below and you check them out and use my link, it'll give you a little bit of a discount because I know these products are expensive. And I try to get you guys a discount because I'm doing the same thing for myself, right? I'm trying to get myself discounts. I'm trying to do things on the channel for everybody here. So when you guys request things, I try to make them an option, an available option. What do you guys think? I feel like they're the same. I have no problem with either side. Both these sides feel the same to me, guys, honestly. There's no nicks, no dings. Maybe I missed right here because I spent extra attention with the Leaf. There you guys go. It's really easy to do that with the Thorn. I probably would still favor the Thorn. I think the Thorn was a little bit faster at knocking it down for me. That's just because I know how to handle the Thorn and I know how to use very light pressure. Yeah, it's so good. It's so easy to use. Whereas the Leaf, I feel like I've gotten myself out of the habit of leafing. And so for me, it takes like an extra second of thought with the Leaf. But that's just because I don't use it every single day like I was. Beautiful shave, guys. No blood, no irritation. I love that. And that's what sold me on the Leaf, right? You do not know how to, one product I would say, you don't need to know how to wet shave to use the Thorn. But you do kind of need the background on how to use or how to be able to use the Thorn in order to get a good shave from it. Right, the Leaf, you can just get in there, even if you never wet shaved before in your life, and you can get out without a cut. You can do your whole body. I actually gave a Leaf to my sister-in-law, and she did her whole body, never having wet shaved in her whole life, whole body, without a cut. And I don't know a lot of tools that you can do that with. I don't think you can do that with the Twig or the Thorn. I can tell you guys, the first time I picked one up, I got cut, a little one, just a little nick on my chest, because I was trying to figure out where the cutting angle is and how much pressure, you know what I mean? I was learning how to use it. And I didn't have that same learning curve with the Leaf. So take it for what it's worth, right? These are companionship products. They're compatible with each other. They're not meant to be battling like this. That being said, I really like the Thorn. I've told Adam several times how much I love the Thorn and how I feel like it may be the best product he releases. Especially since I have switched from kind of that cart aspect, right? It felt kind of forward picking up my freaking Fusion handle. Whereas the Thorn just feels like, I don't know, like a more improved, more ergonomic vintage razor. And I've really fallen in love with that. I love how fast it is, and I love how easy it is to get the right angles. Right? The Leaf Twig and the Leaf Thorn, you guys can just put them to the skin and shave, same as you do with the Leaf. It's very easy. Now here's the technique with the Leaf, guys. If you're doing your beard line, and I have jacked my beard line up 25 times with this razor, guys. 25. I've had to take my whole beard off because I messed up. This takes a little bit of practice. So that's why I only do the one blade on the one bottom. And how I do it is I come in and I just fill that one blade edge and then kind of just pull down just slightly. It does take a little bit of finesse. You guys can already see it's taking down the stubble. And again, we're just lining the beard with the leaf. I can tell you it feels a little bit weird when you're doing this because you have pressure coming from all the different angles, but only one of them's cutting. So I really feel like you benefit yourself from doing with the grain and across the grain and then doing the against. Not like I did, but I feel like that's because then you're able to feel where the stubble should be and where it shouldn't be. Here you go. That's how I did my face shaves for months because it was the first time in my life that this stubble was gone and it wasn't irritated. See how nice that is? See how beautiful, and that was with the leaf, guys. Perfect BBS surface on the leaf, on the cheeks. And that was really where the twig was designed to come in and just, I gotta get more lather. I dried out really bad. That's really where this is designed to come in and just knock it down. And I just been talking with one of my buddies. My buddy Tarl just got one. And he was telling me, he's like, I think that could be an everyday razor. And for me, honestly, I agree. I think this is an everyday, the Thorn's an everyday razor. You can use it every day, never have irritation, and it never would get boring. It's fun to use. It's pretty to look at. And the angles are just easy as it comes. It really does feel like a more developed, more modernized version of a safety razor, guys. It really does. It just take all those bells and whistles of safety razor shaving, put them all into one razor, then add 60 years worth of innovation. And that's what the Thorn feels like. Oh, and I have good 100 razors behind me. And I still think that the best modern razor for me in the market being sold currently is the Thorn. And honestly, depending on your skill level, it could be the leaf. It just depends on your skill level, depends on your comfort, and depends on what you're going to be using it for. If you're getting it for just leg shaving, guys, I know my wife still grabs her leaf on occasion when she just wants that easy, no thought shave. Extra long handle. There's definitely purposes to it. I like it for my my chest because it covers a lot of ground really quickly. You do get this kind of I don't know, departure from wet shaving when you use the leaf because it's so fast, right? You don't experience the wet shave. I've said the same thing about the Thorn. You don't get the same enjoyment out of your gear because the shave ends so fast. And I mean that. It will end super fast because you'll be just BBS. I gotta always tell you guys, I wish I had more stubble to shave when I use these products because it's enjoyable. Oh, and that Passiflora, guys, it's just so nice. It smells just beautiful. It's floral, it's fragrant, it's a little bit citrus. It's just, oh, and it's green. I love the green behind it. It's just so nice. Oh, I like a little bit of menthol. It's definitely helping. All right, we're gonna go left down because that's where we did this side with the Thorn. And I used to tell people when they'd ask me, they'd say, will you do, a side-by-side neck shave with X, Y, and Z? I was like, no. The champion is already the Thorn. Look at that. And it doesn't give me any irritation. I get that kind of efficiency without any irritation. Without any. And I love that. I love not having irritation from my shave. It's why I started wet shaving. Look at this. No irritation. Good, crisp, clean line. One pass. Fast, efficient, easy. All right, this is with the leaf. And again, this takes a little bit more practice so you don't accidentally take up too much of your beard line. We're going to see how I do. And I won't lie to you guys, I did this shave for a long time. It may not come as easy to you the first couple times you do it, honestly. It takes a little bit of practice. To do it with the beard. It's like another level of skill to get BBS shave with the leaf, to not have irritation, and to do it with the beard. There you guys go. Side by side, you guys be the judges here. I think that they're basically in the same boat as far as shave quality. I feel like the Leaf Thorn is easier for a person like me that wants to shave, you know, around here, maybe down here, and get around edges like your ears. It's just a little bit easier. But both products can absolutely shave and do the same task. And it can do it better than almost anything out there, in my opinion. Keep in mind, guys, that is my opinion. We're talking about the best of the best. I know little things make a big difference to certain people, right? And for me, some of those little things like the magnets, loading, the actual quality of the shave, how long the shave lasts, money value, all those things start coming into effect when you're talking your favorite or best of the best. This is the splash, guys. Oh, beautiful. Very floral. A&E's is definitely different. Definitely different, but I like the passion fruit. You definitely get that passion fruit still to it. Just a different amount of passion fruit in each one. There you guys go. Thank you for being here, guys. You rock. I hope that this kind of helps when you're looking and judging, right? When you're starting to think about the Leaf products and how they, you know, how you'd use them at home and which one you want to buy, right? That's really what I'm here for. I just want to make it so that you have more knowledge and more ability to approach the product and say, which one's for me? And kind of get the most for your money. That's all I'm trying to do here, guys. Have wonderful Thursdays. You be the judge, all right? I'll let you guys be the judge. I'm a thorn. I'm a thorn. It's just deep in my soul. Maybe I was a thorn in my soul, right? Just a little pokey, tiny, angry thing, and it just fits me. You guys rock. Thank you again. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!